Welcome to the vault, guys. It's Leon, Jason, and Pierre. We're bringing you keepers, sleepers, and weepers for the week of June the 19th.
Did you read off this?
I read.
Yeah. That's the first time in keeper, sleeper, weeper history that Leon Shen, our Canadian brother, has said it in the right order.
Yeah, you saw a pause there, so I had to read it off the teleprompter.
So, Leon, Jason and I were reflecting a little earlier tonight, and we were thinking about a conversation we had with you about 7 months ago, where it was something I'm paraphrasing here, but you said we got to keep those dirty Americans out of our country because
wasn't exactly how I worded it, but sure.
I think
Jason, that's how it felt.
That was definitely the tone.
Yeah.
Maybe,
it was like
not the exact words, but
we got to keep those dirty Americans out of our country because of COVID. And I don't know, Jason and I were doing cartwheels in the park, surrounded by people.
And I was not allowed to buy.
Look at you,
barbecue stuff.
You're still in your little collectibles cave while we're running around having a good old time.
Yeah.
I was licking every doorknob at the grocery store today.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just because I can.
And Leon's been downstairs collating, and
grocery stores are the only stores we're allowed in right now.
Is that true?
Pretty much everything's still closed.
It's incredible how, Jason and I had to be almost submissive to you in that conversation, as you were right, 7 or 8 months ago. But now we're in a position of strength.
Yeah.
We're
just like everything. Canada gets what America gets just later.
As a matter of fact, though, Jason and I actually FaceTimed each other as we were just driving through the streets and entering different retail establishments.
High-fiving people.
Yeah,
must be nice.
We were actually like almost Wi-Fiing each other. You know what that is? It's like
Wi-Fi.
Well, Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Haircuts are still illegal here.
They don't even clean scissors
illegal
anymore.
They're illegal.
Illegal here.
Well, I will say this, Leon. I'm going to finish the newest episode of The Handmaid's Tale. And you know a little bit about that show, right?
A little bit.
It's the only place really on the face of the planet where the Canadians play the hero. They're like the knight in shining armor.
And it's a fictional story, obviously.
It's almost borderline fairy tale.
Yeah.
I don't want to say
we gotta win somewhere.
Wait, I want to be clear. Fairy tale in terms of how it depicts Canada, not
right.
The rest of that show is nowhere near a fairy tale. It's actually disturbing.
Yeah, very grim.
Yeah, but I always think about you and your heroics every time I watch The Handmaid's Tale.
Think about me while you watch that. What season are you on?
The newest one.
Oh man, I got some catching up to do. I made it through two episodes, and I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy.
It's pretty terrifying shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we got to give the people what they came for, which is Leon, you want to say it again?
Keepers, sleepers, and weepers.
Yeah. There we go, Leon. All right, let's get started here, fellas.
Oh, we'll start with Big Canada.
Oh, Leon taking shots at fam, huh, buddy?
Well, we could easily went with the stuff that they reissued from the catalog. They like to go catalog shopping, but I don't know. This one stuck out to me. Red squatchy, off-white, blue navy. But what got me was the 89 patch. The Dodgers didn't play in this World Series. This was the Oakland versus San Fran Battle of the Bay. So I don't know. We've seen mismatch patches.
How did this even happen, though? This is a World Series patch.
That's I don't understand. Somebody at New Era was asleep.
I mean, the 89 looks like the 88, right?
Yeah, it does.
Very similar.
Just slid that one by, I guess.
Yeah, but this one was a week for me. Do better, fam.
All right, Leon.
This is the one I wanted to go with, but because I handed my homework in late, Jason told me Pierre picked
Listen, this is honestly this has got to be one of the worst hats I've seen, in licensed hat, in many, many years.
They went with like that Aztec under.
Even worse than the street signs from last week.
Yeah, this is worse, man. This thing is a monster.
Sometimes their hats don't shoot well though. Their product.
No, I don't give a fuck if you put this on. Like, I don't care how you photograph this thing. This thing is undeniably terrible. What is a cassette tape? This is supposed to have an 80s feel to it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Throwback.
I mean, just look at this thing. It's got all these geometric shapes. It's got like, why? Who's buying this?
Were they good during the 90s?
Who, the White Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Big Hurt.
They had Frank Thomas,
Uh-huh.
Sammy Sosa.
Is this
right early on?
This would be 90s, early 90s, sure.
Maybe. Yeah, early 90s are still cassette tapes kicking around.
Yeah.
Harold Baines, right? Harold Baines.
Harold Baines, one of the most marginal Hall of Famers in the history of the Hall of Fame.
Uh-huh.
Once he made it in, I was like, Jesus Christ, man, let's open the floodgates. No, seriously, and people try to compel me into understanding why. I'm like, I still don't get it.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't taking steroids?
Harold Baines was not a Hall of Famer.
He was the best one on the White Sox for like 20 years, though. So, besides Frank Thomas.
Is Frank in?
Frank Thomas, of course he is.
Yeah.
Frank Thomas?
Yeah, he's got to be in, right? If Baines is in, he's got to be in.
Yeah. Frank Thomas? Dude, Frank Thomas is a legit, like, that's a first ballot, no doubt Hall of Famer. That guy is.
Yeah.
In his prime, that guy would bat 330, drive in 140, and like hit 40 home runs.
Is Konerko in?
He's Konerko? No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, he's like Rob Deere.
Is Konerko better than Harold Baines?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Fair. I didn't get to watch a lot of Harold Baines, so I'm just trying to gauge how
Listen,
good.
Harold Baines is. I mean, I guess that's a topic.
He was a perennial all-star, right? I mean,
but for you to question whether or not Frank Thomas is in the Hall of Fame, come on, man.
And he should be.
Frank Thomas is also. I don't know if anyone realized how big that son of a bitch is.
He's huge.
He's 6'5", 300 pounds. He makes David Ortiz look like a midget.
Yeah.
He
played football at Auburn, right?
He was a tight end at Auburn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Thomas was incredible.
Well, you know what's in the Hall? You know what's in the Hall of Shame? This hat.
Yes. Let's move on.
How did they prove this?
How they approve? I've seen in this sort of style at 1515 Diallo. The front. I've seen Yankees ones done.
So maybe they built like all the teams and whoever wants to order.
These are definitely snapback type designs here.
Yeah. I mean, then they said, "Hey, you know what? We got this extra kind of canvas.
Add the cassette tape?
So we're gonna throw a cassette tape on the back."
You think New Era did that cassette tape?
That cassette tape reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this keeps getting worse as I look at it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't a terrible hat by itself.
Yeah.
But just the fact that the City Connect has been pretty good so far. And then they released the Diamondbacks jerseys, the Serpientes, that were kick-ass. And then this is the hat they threw on top of it. It was just super, super disappointing when it finally was revealed. They could have done so much more, use different colors, do a different logo altogether.
Yeah.
But just to make a tan and black Diamondbacks hat, it's really disappointing.
Would a gray under have saved this hat?
I mean, it would have made it better, but not saved it. No.
What about all tan black under?
That one?
Right. Kind of like the color that Pierre's wearing, just with a black under. I know they have to have a black under, but
that wouldn't have been too bad.
I get your point, Jason. The reason why this is a weeper is because what could have been.
Right.
Lazy.
Yeah.
It's lazy. This hat's lazy.
It's more about what the potential could have been. It's not a terrible hat.
It's not a bad hat.
It's just like, but what versus what it could have been?
Yeah.
That logo they have on the jerseys, excellent.
I would even take that word mark, or just the S, or even that little triangle thing they have above the the jock tag on the jersey.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good choice, Jason.
All right.
So sleeper.
Nice, Leon.
I want to number one give a little shout out to John from Ink Park. Excellent work, but more so just to give a little bit of shine to Clink Room. I know it's hard for new collectors to kind of do pre-orders because nobody wants to wait, right? I know it's hard to do pre-orders because the mock-up doesn't look as good as a hat. But like, look, I can tell you one thing. When it comes to doing pre-orders, 99.9% of the time, the mock-up doesn't look as good as the hat, right? So sometimes you got to use a little bit of imagination. Sometimes you got to use a little bit of trust. The people over at Brandios and Clink Room, they're going to take an image like this, and I'm going to tell you that they're going to kill it. When this thing comes out, it's going to be killer. I don't know if it's going to be. So we asked John what his interpretation was. Like when you see a mock-up like this, I'm not sure if it's going to be negative space or raised. He said raised, so I think this is going to be a killer hat. So do not sleep on this.
I will not.
And the other thing I will say about it is, for all you guys and gals that are tired of taking L's on all these other sites, this is a guaranteed way to get a hat.
Yeah.
For pre-order. You're going to get the hat you ordered. There's no rush on it. Get 3 weeks order.
Agree. And I'll tell you, the newest ones I got in, Jason, don't disappoint.
No,
I think they really don't disappoint, man. They're incredible.
And they had a
There's
point
only
system
been
now.
like what, maybe 2 hats that they've done that have been not as good as expected.
I'd say total about 10.
Maybe 10.
I'd say 10.
Okay.
But you guys got to remember, there's 6 per week.
Yeah, it's over 100 hats by now, right?
No, way
over
more.
100.
Way
more.
more.
Yeah,
way more.
It's 24 a month.
They have dozens that have exceeded expectations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I want to go on the record and say Leon and I really pushed for Money Chasers.
Mm-hmm.
And that is and Jason didn't like that one because he's pooping money.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally legendary, that hat.
Yeah. And it spawned like 4 other money hats too. So like that hat has like kids in his bloodline.
The hat is legendary.
Yeah.
So those poops growed up into. Never mind.
They're fantastic. I don't know where you're going with that, but all right.
That dollar got broken into change, and all money.
Let's see my sleeper. All right, so my sleeper is LIDS, and I'm going to share why. So a couple of things. So you may not like everything that LIDS has put out from a collection standpoint, but now on top of that, you're starting to see cool ass shit showing up in random stores. For example, in Atlanta, they had a couple of, tremendous hats show up.
Mm-hmm.
I think these serapes, I'm going to drop a video about these serapes that I did with both of you. I think these are tremendously underrated. I don't sleep on LIDS and stop being so like, it's LIDS. Like, just get over it. They're turning a leaf and they're doing some cool shit. And I think people are sleeping on them. And I know the store experience isn't always what we want to see from LIDS. However, the product that's flowing into a lot of these stores is pretty cool. And there's stuff that just, I think, is coming around the bend that's going to be even more impressive than what we've already seen. So I just want to kind of throw that out there. I've been doing a lot of sleepers based on vendors lately, just because there's not a lot of stuff sitting. But this one is truly earned. Don't sleep on LIDS. They're my sleeper this week.
In fact, I was almost suggesting we even get rid of the sleeper portion, because it's going to be next to impossible to find any hat that's sitting around the next few months.
You know what though? Listen, Jason, here's where I challenge back on that. If you go to Rally House, I almost think our sleepers should really shine a light on some places where you can still get hats, because there's still some places, and a lot of it does connect to some of the things that we're doing. Like sometimes it's a store that we haven't even covered,
Correct.
And we have to help people uncover those gems that are out there that may not be known.
Sure.
I'm good with that.
Speaking of LIDS, here's a sleeper of mine. At press time, every size is still available. I know people are scared with the white front panel, whatnot. Dude, it's just a different style of hat. You get your first one, you're going to be hooked. You're going to love it. I really love the white front panels. This is
pretty confident. You're pretty confident in that. You think like, if someone tries a white panel, they're not going back after that. They're like, all right, I'm in.
Right. Well, look at me. I was always against the side patch. Now I love them.
Yeah.
That's what the same with the white front panel. And actually, this has the 76 side patch, All-Star Game side patch. We don't see it too often.
May I ask an honest question? Do you think your newfound love of side patches has something to do with the people you hang out with?
No, not at all. My kids don't talk about side patches at all.
No, I'm talking about Leon and I.
Oh, I've never met you guys in person.
I do believe there's something to be said about influence in these circles, though.
Well, there is that, and it's very hard to get a hat without a side patch anymore.
So that, I mean, I guess. I think you're underestimating the power of influence, though, in circles. And I'm not saying like you're succumbing to peer pressure. What I'm saying is, when you're even me, I'm pretty firm and set in my ways, but being around people will sometimes move me to a place of liking or looking at something differently that I may not have originally.
Mm-hmm.
Don't underestimate the power of influence in your circle, Jason. Don't be so don't be arrogant enough to believe that you're the only man on earth that's impervious to
that's
to
what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying,
group.
though, is that if you guys listen to me, you will love the white front panel. So start buying them.
You're trying. That's not how it works, though. Like, we didn't tell you
I'm telling
that's not how it works. But Jason, I didn't realize you were I didn't realize you were a peer pressure superhero. I didn't realize that you were the only one impervious to the powers of the pressures of peers. But even I am willing to admit that I succumb to peer pressure at times when it comes to like the influences that occur in my circles. And Jason, I'm here to tell you, so do you. So let's move on.
All right,
keeper. I want to pick them all.
Oh wait, I want. Which album is this from, Jason?
This is hold on. This is MF Doom.
Oh, you got it. Food.
Yeah,
there you go. Good stuff.
Jason, that you have earned points in my book for this evening. That's for damn sure, man. I love it.
Did you see the one Jeff Roseking did?
No. On this hat?
On this hat.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But I want to pick the whole Ox pack. Shout out to John and Justin. Bringing back the nostalgic feel. Wasn't the first to do the hip hop crossovers. Won't be the last, but it's a very strong pack all throughout. A lot of angry people. I haven't seen so many like ISO requests in search of, or like I need help grabbing this, or I need help grabbing that. They did give people early access. For some reason, some people didn't have early access. They couldn't get it properly. I don't know what happened on their side, but great pack, top to bottom. You okay, Pierre?
We'll see.
All right, cool. Yeah, Hat Club, MF Doom, Ox pack.
Jason got me all choked up.
He knew MF Doom. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Ooh.
Here's my keeper.
Pooping money.
Oh, man. Money. So we saw this little lovely fella quite a while back, right? Jason Mead said, I hate this hat. Jason Mead said, this thing should never see the light of day. Mm-hmm. Jason Mead said, this thing is absolute trash.
Peer pressure this, Pierre. I still think so.
And Leon and I said, you know what? We see a beautiful design. We see what potentially could become a legendary clink hat. Uh-huh. And when this thing landed in the vault, now mind you, Leon and I were peppering the world with our request to make this come to life, right, Leon?
Uh-huh. It was a big gap between the first crits and then the last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now it's here and it's beautiful. It's my keeper. I have to stop it because I can barely talk right now.
Because you got poop coins all in the vault,
spelling
it up.
Oh, geez.
Right. It's made it super necessary. Anytime Jacobo makes a money logo. We got to go all in.
No, we don't. I got 0 of them. All right. So now.
No, you got one of them. You got one of them.
Oh, I do. I do. That's because he did it during. Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Jason, you're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I just misremember stuff. So this is my keeper. I don't ask me because I'm not sure anybody knows what the hook is.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. All right.
500 degrees.
Awesome. You could have said any name and I would have believed you. So, but I just think this is cool looking at. I like the colors on it for sure. My favorite from the Oxback.
The block is hot.
Fire walking socks.
How about one of you guys take us away tonight? Because
yeah. Do we have any more? All right. So that was our list. Pierre's coughing up a lung. Hope you guys enjoyed the Keeper Reaper Sleeper for June the 19th. We got some cool stuff on the horizon later in the week. So we're doing Monday morning crits tomorrow. So if you're watching this as of air date on Sunday, we will be debuting our This Week in Sports segment, which is going to cover 5 of the weekly sports topics. Hopefully you guys do join us for that. And yeah, we got some good stuff for you guys next week. Anything else you want to say, Jason?
Nope. Just remember, go to viewsfromthevault.com, grab some pins and shirts and other cool merch, and be on the lookout for other things dropping there as well. So.
Yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Leon, Jason, and Pierre, we're signing out. Stay fitted, guys. Peace.